In this tutorial, we're going to create a very simple airplane. We're going to start by drawing cross sections that make up the fuselage, and then we're going to add wings to that airplane. We're going to start drawing the first cross section at the nose location. We're going to draw a rounded square. We're going to make that rounded square code ID number 1. Code ID number 1 is used to define the outside shape of your airplane. And we're going to make sure that that is centered along our cross lines, our center lines. Each cross section needs an inside shape. We're again going to use a rounded square. We're going to identify that inside cut by telling it that is code ID number 2. Note that inside cuts are drawn in blue while the outside cuts are drawn in black. We're going to center that. Then we're going to proceed to add a second cross section. In order to add another cross section, you need to scroll down the scroll bar. And you will notice that your cross-section number as well as the location of this cross-section has changed. Again, we're going to use a rounded square. We're going to center it. We're going to make it code ID 1. We're going to proceed to add an inside perimeter. Again, we're going to center it. We're going to make it code ID 2. And we're done with the second cross section. We're now going to add the third and final cross section of our simple project. We're going to scroll down to a cross section located 20 inches from the nose. And this time, to keep things a little bit more interesting, we're going to use a circle. Code ID 1 for the outside, centered. Circular shape for the inside, code ID 2, and centered. Now that makes up the basis for our fuselage on this very simple project. We're going to render that fuselage, and here you can see the shape that it would become. Keep in mind that we're trying to keep this project very simple and very short in time, so we're going to keep it very basic. Now we're going to proceed to add wings to our design. For that, we use the Wing Maker tool. In the Wing Maker tool, we specify the dimensions of the wing, including the root chord, the tip chord, and the wingspan, whether it's a left or a right wing. And we can massage the airfoil too if we need to. We're going to use a symmetrical airfoil on this project. We're going to locate this wing 6 inches from the nose, the leading edge of it, and we're going to add it. Now that we have that wing added, we're going to add a left wing. Since we have all the dimensions in there, all we need to do is change to the left radio button and add it. Now we have an airplane with 2 main wings. We're going to proceed to add an elevator to it. That one is going to be 3 inches at the root, 3 inches at the chord, at the tip chord, and only 6 inches wingspan. And this time is going to be located 18 inches from the nose. Then again, since we already have all the dimensions in, we can switch it to a right wing and add it. So all we have left to add now is a rudder. The rudder, we're going to make it slightly tapered, and we're going to make it slightly swept back. We're going to specify that it's a rudder by telling it that this wing goes on top of the fuselage. And there it is, our very basic airplane shape. We're going to save this design. And we will use this design later on further tutorials.